Okay, if you're like me, you've had part of a headphone jack snap off inside of an iPhone or a laptop or who knows what. So, what actually happened here? This happened to be a cheap Chinese replacement headphone jack because the original one was corroded and wasn't working very well. Well, this one just kind of snapped off. So here's the part that you're looking at in the top corner there, and that middle metal center core thing should insert down into this tip. That's the connector, presumably, for the tip. There's little insulator sleeves that fell out, and then a brass ring that fell out, and it goes through all three of them. And now these are little spring-loaded contacts. You can see them. They look like little ball bearings stuck in the wall. Now, what you should have is the tip that's sort of latched with this contact. This lip right here is the part that gets stuck. So here's another replacement. And you can see how there's a brass ring in between the two black strips. And the very tip is the part that I've got stuck down inside there. Now, having looked online already for other people's ideas, I heard of the Q-tip idea, where you strip all the cotton off of one end, or you could just snip it off, which seems like less work. And then what you have is a hole in a hollow tube that's the right diameter to catch one of these plastic sleeves. I don't know if it's like the ones I saw were like top hat shaped like this. Maybe there's plastic that faces in both directions, and there's just enough material for you to stick this onto and sort of get around it and then pull the thing out. Well, that's only going to work if these pieces are still attached to the tip piece. Mine isn't. All those little pieces came out. I threw them out before I thought to shoot this video. So anyway, what I have to do is reach down and get inside this hole somehow with something to pull it out. Now, I've already tried with this. This is, well, it was a paper clip. And I can get down in there. That's how I got the other little pieces out. But that tip is still in there, and I can't seem to get a sufficient grip on it. So the issue is grip. What am I going to do? Well, Gorilla Glue. So having already tried the Q-tip trick, and then just like hooking the thing with this silly guy, what I'm going to do, I've got this already wrapped with tape so it's the right outer diameter. I'm going to insert this down into the hole and snip it off at the right distance, length, and then stick this guy through the center with just a bit of super glue right on the very tip. This will just be a sleeve to allow me to pass a super glued stick down into the tip here, so it'll contact the tip and stick to it, and it can stick to this too. I don't care, because this is disposable, as long as no glue gets outside of this thing. So I'm thinking I'm just going to wet the outside of this hose with, I don't know, petroleum jelly or something, just to make sure that it doesn't have an opportunity to let super glue stick to the inside of the headphone jack. This is one of those things, or I may only have one shot at this. Now all I have to do is wait for this glue to set up. Gorilla Glue is supposed to be solid in 10 seconds, but I do not want to be wrong about how wet the glue might be when I go to pull this thing out. So I'm going to leave it for like 10 minutes and then come back, and the glue will either be securely fastened to this thing or it won't. The thing I don't like about super glue is when it's not fastened properly, like if it's not set properly, or if it's old glue, maybe it's been sitting around a long time, it just remains a liquid for a long time, and it will set, but it doesn't set when you need it to, and then when you touch the thing expecting it to be dry the next day or an hour later, whenever it is, and it's not dry yet. Oh, nope. Alright, we'll try again, I guess. Well, that's depressing. Hey! Look at that. 3 times a charm. And voila! Firmly secured to the end of that paper clip is the tip to those old headphones.